Today, my group is excited to present our topics to you. Our presentation will be about two researches that we have read in the past few weeks. Our group includes four members, Khánh Linh, Huyền Đông, Minh Trang, and Phương Thảo. This is the outline of our presentation. It includes two parts. The first one is introduction of two research papers, and the second one is about lessons we have learned from this research paper. So let's get started with the first part, introduction. The first research paper, Service Quality in Food Delivery. The COVID-19 pandemic has left several consequences and directly affected to the economies of every country in a negative way. The demand is unimaginably huge when people cannot directly contact others due to social distancing. That is when the online food service was a savior for people to buy food and ingredients during social distancing in Vietnam. And the first research paper of our presentation is about construction of a service quality scale for the online food delivery industry. The main purpose of this research is building up the service quality scale and then determining the influences of the online food delivery scale service quality scale to the customer satisfaction and customer loyalty. We will start with the first purpose, build up the service quality. To construct the service quality scale, there are three steps. In step one, the data is collected by using Internet Big Data Analytics. The pre-data was collected in more than half of the 2019 from January to August, and the official collected data period lasts for 2 months, which is September and October 2019. In these 2 months, the authors group have found out the most common keywords, for example, professional, assistant, assurance, reasonable freight, security, speed, quantity, picture, response, cancellations, and other common words. At the end, the scale is conducted with 7 dimensions, with the total items being 36. In step 2, the authors interviewed some experts to construct the final factor for their service quality scale. For the first one, they interviewed 5 hospitality scholars professionals in service quality and have the train for the items for the scale become 42. For the second month, 5 industry executives, including 3 online food delivery operators and 2 restaurant operators, are interviewed to test the scale have done in the first month and count the results of 7 dimensions and 31 items. In the last step, the author used a quantitative method, then comes the final scale, including 6 dimensions. They are reliability, assurance, security, system operation, traceability, and maintenance of milk quality and hygiene. Now we turn into the next purpose of the research. Find out the influences of the online food delivery scale to the customer satisfaction and customer loyalty. The research used both 2 methods, quantitative and qualitative, and 3 hypotheses are: the first one is OFD service quality positively influences customer satisfaction. The second one is OFD service quality positively influences customer loyalty. And the last hypothesis is OFD customer satisfaction positively influences customer loyalty. The data collection for the quantitative method is the established 5-point Likert scale survey, and the survey is given to the customers of the Food Panda and Uber Eats in Taipei City. The collect data period was divided into 2 stages. For the first stage is from December 1 to December 31, 2019. 621 over 700 questionnaires were recovered, with the recovery rate is 88.71%. For the second stage, it is from February 1 to March 31, 2020. 549 over 600 questionnaires were recovered, with an effective recovery rate of 91.5%. Most of the OFD was defined as the middle class in Taiwan, and they are young, well-educated, and well-informed citizens. Especially, the outer groups interviewed for OFD deliverymen, 3 restaurant operators cooperating with the OFD company, 2 OFD company executives, and 5 OFD customers to test the analysis results. This research has 2 limitations. The first one is that the validity of data on the internet is often unappreciated because, as you know, keywords researchers are affected by many external factors. The second limit is that the research in building up the scale based on 2 brands food in the Taipei city, which means that the scale only suitable the Foodpanda and Uber is in Taipei. However, with different lifestyle cultures, these scales would not suitable anymore. Now I would introduce about the second research paper, Service Quality in Hallal Logistics. Logistics and service are primary value activities in business, play a fundamental role for logistics and service providing companies. It is widely accepted that service quality is a critical determinant of customer satisfaction, which turns out to be a competitive advantage for companies. So, logistics service quality needs to be continuously measured and improved. Logistics service quality can be vastly different between businesses. One example is in the conventional logistics and halal logistics. With the rising global demand for halal products by Muslims, especially food users, and increasingly aware of the quality, purity, and credibility of products with halal tags, logistics standing between production and consumption is the forefront stage to ensure the standards. However, studies about halal logistics service quality evaluated by customers' evaluations are redundant. The main purpose of this research is developing a halal logistics service quality to fill this gap. The model would allow service providers to better measure halal logistics service quality, improve service quality, and increase customer satisfaction. Quality is viewed as subjective, viewed from a customer perspective. Hallal logistics service quality focuses on customers and is measured based on customers' perception and evaluation. With this emphasis, 2 dimensions of a logistics service quality model are noted. The first one is service outcome, represented by the technical aspect of qualitative includes order receipt quality and timelines. The other dimension is service process represented by the functional aspect of quality. It includes personal contact quality, information quality, service ordering procedure, service diversity, volume flexibility, halal assurance, and corrective actions. Besides the lack of literature about halal logistics service quality, the multi-dimensional model logistics service quality mentioned above has a number of limitations. As customers give more weight to functional quality in perceived level of satisfaction, the assumption of all components to the model make a similar contribution turn unsense. Another limitation is the assumption that all dimensions take place concurrently, whereas reality shows some more relation between these components. The conceptualization of model of halal logistics service quality is shown as follows. It's constructed from relevant literature reviews and qualitative tests through a survey of 253 halal food and beverage firms in Malaysia. Among 253 valid responses, manufacturers accounted for 39.9% of the participating firms, retailers account for 38.7%, and the traders is 21.4%. This research has a limitation. Data was collected solely from Malaysia firms in Hallal food and beverage business. However, as mentioned before, logistics service quality varies among industries, and Hallal logistics service quality models need to be tested when using for other Hallal businesses. Therefore, future studies should examine the model among different countries. From the specific point from the two research, these are some tips and lessons that our group gained for our future research. In the online food delivery research, the authors divided the collected data period into two stages that compare and chose the higher results. It can make the results of the study more powerful in the eyes of the scholars. In the future, we can apply this way of we need to collect data at different times, compare them, and choose the more suitable result for our research. However, the time to collect data on the internet to find out the 7 dimensions and items is quite short, only 2 months. In our opinion, the period for collecting data needs to be extended because the often finding important keywords of the customer on the internet was affected by many external factors from the society and other social media. Service quality is thoroughly measured as the chief purpose of increasing customer satisfaction and is based on customer perception and evaluation. This insight has been represented in the two studies. Multi-dimensions models were developed into papers. However, while the paper about novelly applied to generate key factors of the models, it has not examined the relations between these factors, which may lead to the two limitations mentioned in the logistics service quality paper. And the final lessons. Data collected from the two papers come from one single country, which may cause biases. So we believe it is better that future studies on service quality of both industries should observe some different results by analyzing data from different countries and regions. And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for listening.